Fidelis Care offers quality, affordable health coverage for children and adults of all ages and at all stages of life. Quality health coverage, it's our mission. Call 1-888-FIDELIS or visit fideliscare.org.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Every week at this time we take a look at our local college sports programs and we begin with our honor roll of local college athletes brought to you by M&T Bank. At M&T Bank we're listening, learning, and working hard to understand what's important to Western New York. It's what we've been doing since 1856. M&T Bank, understanding what's important. At number 3, Mike Rotolo of Greece and RIT Hockey makes a return visit to the honor roll. Mike had 30 saves against Robert Morris in the Atlantic Hockey Championship game. At number 2, SUNY Brockport's Candace Kowalik won a National Division III gymnastics title. Candace finished first on the balance beam in the event that Brockport hosted. And topping off this week's list, Geneseo sophomore Sam Randall is the National Division III 3-meter diving champion. Sam won the title at the Nationals in Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, time now for our local college spotlight athlete of the week brought to you by Northwestern Mutual.
Northwestern Mutual's college internship program has been nationally ranked as one of America's top 10 internships. Contact Molly Doherty for more information. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Dana Isaacs is a standout lacrosse player at Monroe Community College. Tradition and excellence. It's on the field and in the blood.
For Native Americans, lacrosse is more than just a game. It is a part of their culture, a part of their heritage. But that hasn't always been the case for all the members of their society. In the past, women weren't allowed to play.
It's a medicine game for the men, and it's to play to heal people and to play for the creator, which we call Sangwai Disant.
Dana is a member of the Six Nations, where women have been playing for quite some time. But there are still some tribes where the old traditions are still in place.
Up in Onondaga, they don't allow women to play lacrosse or even touch a stick, but back at home, it's just like we're allowed to because the tradition has changed over time, and it's actually really nice to play it because all my brothers got to play and I've always wanted to play it, and it would really make me mad if I wasn't allowed to play because of the tradition and everything.
Read which defenders cheat.
She got that space again, so creep up on her. Okay?
MCC head coach Craig Chamberlain had seen Dana play for her national team and knew she would fit well on his team.
But basically she comes from a community which has not always accepted women's lacrosse players. I got a chance to see Dana play for the Haudenosaunee national team years ago. She was the captain of the U19 team this summer that was not allowed to go to the World Cup. But I've watched Dana play for years, and she's a heck of an athlete and a great addition to us. And the best players want to play with the best, and that's why Dana chose to come here.
Stay above her. Stay above her right. There's the right guard. Looking for.
Right, keep there. Sir!
I think what I like the best about her is really her spirit, her passion for the game.
One of the things Dana loves about being a member of the Tribunes is the way they play the game. The intensity is something she hasn't always experienced at home.
Yeah, here it's like, oh, we want to get there, win. And then back at home, it's just like, oh, let's just have fun and everything. And even though that is fun and stuff, but they don't have the intensity back at home like it is here.
She is now a part of another tradition, a tradition of excellence this program has established. With 3 straight national championships and a 50-game winning streak, the Tribunes know that every time they take the field, their opponent is bringing everything they have.
We enjoy having everyone play their best game against us. We're looking for the opportunity to play our best game every time we step on the field, have our best practice when we step on the field each and every day. So yeah, that's pressure, but it's a good, healthy pressure, and there'll be a day we lose, and we're going to stand up the next day, and we're going to come back out and play our best again.
For Dana, it's a perfect mix: a passion for the game, a burning desire to win, and a chance to carry on a tradition that means so much to her culture.
You know, we definitely go out of our way to recruit athletic people who care, who work really hard, and have a passion for the game here at Monroe and when they leave here also.
When we return, J.C. DeLass chats with St. John Fisher golf coach Bob Sims on the Coach's Corner. And later on, Kim Burnson has our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete. All that and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat continues. As we head to break, here's a look at the Nazareth Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Nazareth College. As we come back from break, here's a look at the Geneseo Athletes of the Week, brought to you by SUNY Geneseo. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Each week, J.C. DeLass from WYSL Radio will help us get to know an area coach with the Fidelis Care Coach's Corner. The Fidelis Care Coach's Corner is presented by Fidelis Care, quality health coverage. It's our mission.
This is J.C. DeLass with this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner, and our guest this week is Bob Sims, the men's and women's golf coach at St. John Fisher College. Coach, what are some of the challenges in coaching what is an individual sport and melding that group into a team effort?
We have 5 players that play in tournaments. We take the lowest 4 scores and you total them. So if one person has a bad round, you can sort of deal with it. But if 2 people have a bad round, that impacts the whole team. So we are always talking about how to plan. We plan each round before we go out to play. We always have a practice round, and we get guys together on the same page so that we plan our rounds similarly so that we have no mistakes or as few mistakes as possible.
Everybody on your team is an excellent player. So how do you, as the coach, get them to elevate their game and get them even better than they already are?
Practice. Good practice. We talk every day about focus and practice, focus and practice. What they do in practice is harder than what they're going to do in the golf tournament because we ask them to think about what they're doing. Whereas in the golf course, we don't want you to think. Just go out there, hit the ball at your target. Think about the only time you're thinking is where do I want to hit the ball and what type of shot I want to hit. Then you just go out and execute. No thinking allowed.
St. John Fisher is hosting the NCAA Division III tournament this year here in Rochester. That's got to be thrilling, not only for the kids on your team, but for you personally, again, to be the host of an event like that.
It's sort of nerve-wracking, too, because we have 41 teams plus 5 individuals from all over the country that will make a judgment about Rochester based on this golf tournament. We've got a lot of people involved. The Rochester District Golf Association will help us out with volunteers. The whole school is behind this all the way.
What type of student athlete are you looking for when you're recruiting here for St. John Fisher College?
Well, first of all, I'm looking for a kid with good grades. Average in the 90s, 1,200 SAT scores. Then I'm looking for kids that can play. In other words, the only way for me to determine if a kid's good enough to play in this team is by the scores that he shoots in summer tournaments. He's got to play in state events, AJGA events, and hopefully national events.
You've had great success here at St. John Fisher, but the pieces are in place now to take this program up a notch or two. That's got to be very exciting to be a part of that.
Well, it's easy to get to the national championship once. I mean, we've been ranked as high as 3rd in the country. It's easy to get there once. The hard part is staying there.
What's the best part about coaching here at St. John Fisher College?
Well, I've been here since 1988. This is a great place. Great place, great people. The athletic director is awesome. And the people that work here, it's fun to come here.
Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner.
Kim Burnson has our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete of the Week next, and later on, motivation behind another Frozen 4 run at Geneseo. All that and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat returns. Before we go to break, here's a look at the RIT Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the Rochester Institute of Technology. As we come back from break, here's a look at the SUNY Brockport Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the College at Brockport.
Welcome back to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson. It's time now for our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete.
The Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete is brought to you by our friends at Fusion Digital, a proud supporter of college athletics.
Honored this week is RIT senior Kayla Wheeler, our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete. Kayla, a two-sport athlete at RIT, was twice captain of the women's basketball team and a 3-year captain of women's volleyball. She held a 3.94 GPA while studying biomedical engineering and is currently working on pursuing a master's in business administration. As a leader on the court, Kayla has a hand in leading the way in several fundraising initiatives, earning her recognition with the 2013 All-State Women's Basketball Coaches Association Good Works team. This week, RIT's Kayla Wheeler is our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete. Now here's Dave with our Bill Gray's College Calendar.
The Bill Gray's College Calendar is brought to you by our friends at Bill Gray's Restaurants, a proud supporter of local college athletics. Here is our Bill Gray's local college calendar for the week ahead. On Wednesday, Nazareth softball hosts a doubleheader against SUNY Brockport with games scheduled for 3 and 5 o'clock. Both the U of R baseball and softball teams have road games Wednesday. Softball is at Geneseo at 3 and 5. The Yellow Jacket baseball team is at Fisher at 4. On Saturday, Brockport hosts a couple of Cortland teams. A baseball doubleheader begins at noon, and the Brockport men's lacrosse team hosts Cortland at 1 o'clock. On Saturday, there's a men's lacrosse game at Fisher with the Cardinals hosting Nazareth at 3 p.m. This week's big event is Sunday when the U of R hosts the Alumni Track and Field Invitational. The meet starts at 9. That's our Bill Gray's College Sports Beat calendar. Here's how some of our Section 5 alums are performing at college outside of Rochester in a segment we call Postcards from College. Among our own playing in the NCAA Division I College Basketball Tournament, Indiana's Thomas Bryant in the second round scored 15 of his team-high 19 points in the final 8 minutes of Indiana's win over Kentucky. The Hoosiers are 27-7. Dylan Sherwood of North Carolina Wilmington played 8 minutes in the Seahawks' first-round loss to Duke. Deshawnee Much scored 9 points for Iona in the Gales' first-round tournament loss to Iowa State. Much averaged 13 points per game during the regular season. Savannah Crescetti is a freshman walk-on at Syracuse out of Irondequoit. Crescetti got into the final moments of the team's first-round tournament win over Army. Those are our postcards from college. Coming up next, our honor roll of teams. Geneseo hockey is headed back to the Frozen Four. Kim rejoins us for our Monroe County Sports Commission Spotlight Team of the Week segment. All that and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat continues. As we head to break, here's a look at the Roberts Wesleyan Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Roberts Wesleyan College. As we come back from break, here's a look at the St. John Fisher Athletes of the Week, brought to you by St. John Fisher College.
We're here to surprise Coach with being named National Coach of the Year.
So then, how does it feel to win National Coach of the Year?
I did.
Coach! Yay! Congrats! We are here on behalf of the team and the rest of the program to congratulate you on being the 2016 National Coach of the Year.
I was just so happy for Coach and really can't think of anyone more deserving. We wouldn't have been able to get through this season without him and how strong he was, and he really was the leader through it all. And yeah, we won the games, but we wouldn't have been able to do it without him.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for...
Welcome back, and thanks once again for joining us on the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Here is our honor roll of local college teams, brought to you by Dave, Digital Audio Video Environments. Where can you go to get expert advice and installation on TVs, sound systems, and automation for your home, car, or business? Come see Dave, Digital Audio Visual Environments. Come see Dave.com. Number 3 on this week's list, Nazareth men's volleyball is 21-7. Freshman Zachary Gillard of Oswego was named United Volleyball Conference Newcomer of the Week for the 3rd time. At number 2, St. John Fisher softball is off to an 11-1 start, the best ever for the Cardinals. In a win over Pittsburgh Bradford, Fisher had 10 hits, one each from 10 different players. And topping the list, Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball. The Redhawks claim the NCCAA title, the first national championship for the program. And that brings us to our Monroe County Sports Commission Spotlight Team of the Week.
The Monroe County Sports Commission, along with Visit Rochester, is proud to announce and welcome the upcoming sporting events to Rochester, New York. Please visit monroecountysports.org.
On-ice success for the Geneseo hockey team isn't anything new. The road the Knights took to their second Frozen Four in 3 years is. Here's Kim Burnson.
Every team has expectations and goals when heading into a season. They know what opponents they're facing, what they're capable of, and can prepare for each matchup week to week. Geneseo Ice Knights head coach Chris Schultz knew he had a team capable of success, but has watched them go above and beyond expectations.
Well, I think we had a very good hockey team. You know, there's no doubt about the talent that we had, and you know, we were looking to go far. We just didn't know how far. You know, so we've been able to plug through some adversity, and things are going well right now.
Our goal of ours was always to, be where we are now. We wanted to compete for a SUNY championship. We wanted to make it to the NCAA tournament. So it was always a goal. I guess once the season came towards an end, it was kind of a reality that this was the step that we were going to take and we could take.
I knew we had a good team as long as we played our game and practiced what we preached, that we'd have a successful year. So.
The Ice Knights quickly learned that sometimes the next opponent you face isn't one you can prepare for. The season began with the team rallying around a severely injured teammate. They wear the initials JS on their helmets for a sophomore recovering from a skull fracture after a skateboarding accident in late October.
Yeah, we've got a couple things. We've got a JS on our helmets for Jason Stefanik, who had a brain injury at the beginning of the year, and then on our game jerseys we have a 23 that represents Matt Hutchinson.
Every time the team steps onto the ice, they are met with the number 23, a banner that hangs on the wall for a fallen teammate. It has been a season of extreme highs and lows as a senior and leader defenseman Matt Hutchinson's life was taken in a tragic murder-suicide.
The day after the event, it was one of those things where we had to make a decision. Are we going to move forward, or are we going to fold and close shop up for the year? And I've been so proud of our guys every single day since then. They're a class act, they're a brave group, and I couldn't ask for a better group of guys. We still haven't overcome it. I think the grieving process lasts for a long time, and Hutchie's always going to be in our hearts. He's always going to be in the hearts of our players, and we're just doing everything in our power right now to make sure that we're playing the game the right way for him, because that's how he played it.
Through tragedy came perseverance. The Ice Knights, looking to honor their friend and teammate, would go on to claim Geneseo's 4th SUNY title in program history and earn themselves a spot in the Division III Frozen Four.
Our top line of Stephen Collins from Pittsford, Trevor Hills from Honeyway Falls, and Anthony Mara from Guelph, Ontario. They're one of the most prolific lines in the country. You know, 2 guys with over 20 goals on your team is usually a pretty good accomplishment, and both of those guys have 22. So, you know, they're a very good group that gives other teams a lot of problems.
Myself, Stephen Collins, and Anthony Mara have just gelled really well together this season. I think we started off we played together the whole season together. So I think it's just chemistry and it's just clicking at the right points in the right part of the season now.
It was a tough journey to get to the national semifinals in Lake Placid, but in the face of adversity, the Geneseo Ice Knights have proven that with enough heart and the right attitude, no challenge is too big to overcome.
I think just coming together the way we have, I think we've gone through something that not many people have gone through and no one should really have to go through. I think I'm just proud of every one of us for still being here right now and still playing to this day.
You just said honor Hutch every day, every time you step on the ice, and that's what we have been doing so far. We're looking to keep doing it. So,
I'm Kim Burnson with the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat.
If you'd like to learn more about Geneseo Hockey's journey, you can follow the team using #OneNight on Twitter.
All right, thanks, Kim, and thanks everyone for watching.
And a special thanks to our sponsors, including Fidelis Care, for making the College Sports Beat possible.
We'll see you next week right here on the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat.